Shetima, young, loyal, perfect as VP. Keyamo, the Minister of State for Labour and Employment, Festus Keyamo SAN, on Sunday described the choice of a former governor of Borno State, Kashim Shettima, as running mate to the standard flag bearer of the All Progressives Congress, Bola Tinubu, as perfect. Keyamo, in a tweet via his official handle, FKeyamo, tweeted, quintessential banker and economist, suave gentleman and politician, intellectually fertile, economically sound, intergenerational mobile. He's young, yet experienced, fiercely loyal, phenomenally complimentary to at official ABAT. Senator Kashim Shettima is the perfect choice as VP. The Punch reports that the standard flag bearer of the APC, Tinubu, had on Sunday announced the choice of Shettima as running mate. Speaking to the President, Major General Muhammadu Buhari retired on his choice of Shettima as running mate, Tinubu said, I chose him because he is competent, capable, and reliable. Okay. I think I saw that interview. I mean, honestly, that interview was very anticlimactic. I mean, if you go watch the interview with Tinubu just saying those three words, the interview just ends with those. He says, he is describing his running mate. He's competent, capable, and reliable, and then the video just cuts. Again, it's very. What have we not heard before? It's not like I think we can just take their word for it because they've taught us to not trust them. So we will not take their word for it. But as he says here, Keyamo believes that Shettima is young, perfect, and loyal. So I guess that's the standard that your party wants for themselves. The real question is that the standard that Nigerians want for themselves? The ones that know, and the ones that don't know just do not know. So it's their job to try and attract or try to convince people to vote for them, but it just is what it is in that regard. So, yeah, of course, Shettima is the perfect option. Of course, APC chose him. What else would he be? He has to be perfect to fit into their ideologies and perfect to fit into their agenda, So, it is what it is. Let's look at the comments. Honestly, Gani Fawe me will be highly disappointed in his grave seeing what a human rights lawyer he seasoned has become. Keyamo has turned a praise singer instead of a legal luminary, which he is. Noisemaker and failed dialogue. How will you continue like this? The youths and oppressed of the country look up to you as a worthy successor to Gani Fawehimi and see how you have failed because of pot of porridge. Oof. Oh God, they said you sold. Let me not talk. I hope Nigeria history won't forget this man after APC. Festus Keyamo was beloved of the Nigerian people before joining this APC as minister, even as a state Minister for Labour, you rarely hear his name. Well, it's very sad. I think right now, even a lot of... We see people's intentions. I think NSAS, it was easy for us to all unite. Of course, we care about our own people. But again, we have businesses that are run behind... Or, organizations that are, in politics and those that are the stakeholders. So it's a thing where, you never really know. This is where we actually have to pick sides. Before we didn't have to pick any sides because we had to be united, and it was easy for everyone to just be on one page, which is good. But now when it comes to the real deal, when it comes to power that the people have, you now see that those that you thought stood with you, especially those that will stand with under the guise of the youth movement, were for the youth. So as much as it's so disappointing for Keyamo, the same thing is also happening with, Deja Dejanju and of course Reno Omokri. I think he's being dealt with by the public, by the court of the public court on Twitter, which by the way is the streets where there are no parameters. So yeah, I think right now we get to see where people stand. I don't know. Unfortunately, with how politics goes, a lot of relationships may potentially be ruined because of who's been endorsed by a family, and you think you're not endorsing this person. There's gonna be a lot of clash. I think this is one of the elections where Nigerians will be more intentional than ever, and not just be like, you know what, I beg, whoever votes, now Nigerians are taking that time to vote. And of course, you want to promote your candidate to other people, but if they don't see, they don't see it. At the end of the day, you cannot force anybody. You really can't. But again, going back to Keyamo and him saying all this, a lot of people are expressing their disappointment. Not surprising, but he's not the only one who has, I guess, betrayed youth. And now I don't think Nigerians would be that surprised anyway. Like, I don't think. I mean, maybe for this man it's even more shocking. I think the most we can do is to be shocked but not surprised. Shocked in the sense that it would be the individual, but not surprised in the sense that we know that these things usually happen. I hope that makes sense. When a so-called human rights lawyer is serving people without certificates, this is what they vomit. Imagine. BAT has finally made his running mate choice, even though the choice is politically correct but morally wrong due to pluralistic nature of Nigeria. Why would you say it's politically correct? Stomach politicians. This one has lost his relevance. Oh, wow. The difference between 1992 and 2023 is 30 years. You cannot underestimate the changes Nigeria has undergone within this period. Very, very true. Abiola/Kingibe formula of 1992 cannot work in Tinubu-Shettima 2023. Well, the difference has been made clear at this turbulent period in the life of Christians in Nigeria. We can't risk any further. It will be foolhardy. I don't think Nigerians just learn from their mistakes. It's as simple as that, because we tend to keep repeating and let things slide. Again, you can say that we are so used to such a low standard of living and low standard of ethics that it's just very sad. We don't expect anything much. It is what it is. Put what you think about this in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe.